So, now you are at the OsCaR closing party, and you told me something interesting about this gallery, ViNcEnT. This is ViNcEnT PauL, the famous ViNcEnT PauL with the, well, you're getting there, right?
Oh, you know.
Yeah, so you said something about this gallery when you walked in.
Yeah, about a year and a half ago. Actually, about a year and a half ago. It was the first gallery that I showed in when I had moved to. Actually, I was living in New Jersey at that time.
Really?
And yeah, they had an open call, and the first, I believe it was probably 20, 25 artists. I believe it was something like that.
And you were one of them.
I was one of them. I was actually the first one to show up. And we had to sleep on the floor overnight.
Where, outside?
Right here inside the gallery. We slept on the floor.
Why is that?
Well, because he wanted to make sure that early that morning we were there to set up, and he didn't want to have to wait.
How many artists? 25 of you?
If I remember right, maybe 20.
So there were 20 people sleeping on the floor in this?
Yes, there were.
So what do you think of OsCaR's art? I really thought that you would like it.
I think this artwork is incredible. It's what attracts me. I actually thought that the gallery that I was walking to was another block or two up the street, and it caught my eye from across the street. I actually walked over thinking, wow, I've got another block to go, but check this one out. There's a lot of nice art in there. And I was looking in the window, and then I walked by, and I started walking by to go to the next block up, and I saw you in here, and I said, oh my, this is the gallery I need to be at.
Now, you know, you were on our show the other day because of your Charlie Sheen stuff, and I know that we're going to see a lot of each other because of this. But, you know, we talked so much that something slipped my mind.
What was that?
Usually on rew-who, you have to share a skeleton from your closet, and I don't think I got one from your closet.
Are these skeletons recent skeletons, or does
anything
it matter?
you want?
Oh my gosh, I do have a skeleton in my closet.
Thank you, because you didn't give me one, and you walked away, and I'm like, darn, I forgot to ask him a skeleton.
It's a flaw in my character, probably from the age when I was 15 years old.
What's that?
Do you know that I collected for Jerry's kids and kept the money?
Wow!
And when my father found out, because he did find out, he saw this bucket of change in my room.
Wow!
He made me go back up to the 7-Eleven and dump it back into the till and tell the manager at the store that what I had done.
Wow! You do have Charlie Sheen in you. No wonder you love Charlie Sheen so much.
I was a bad boy sometimes.
Really? And that was in Virginia?
That was in Virginia when I was probably 15 years old.
Wow!
Maybe even younger. I was actually younger than that. I was
So
probably
did you spend
11.
any of the money? Did you get anything?
I don't recall spending anything.
So you had to return it before you even had the chance.
Oh, dear old dad got on me.
Oh.
And I was so embarrassed after walking into that 7-Eleven and tell that manager what I had done.
Wow!
I never collected for Jerry's kids again.
Wow, you think Jerry pockets any of that money?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
I'll let the investigators in the IRS check that out.
Yeah, they might. So any last shout-outs for OsCaR's closing?
You know what? Actually, I have done shows, and I will be doing shows in the future at the Townhouse Art Gallery. Esther Nash owns that over in Brooklyn. She has 2 locations.
Oh.
You can look her up at townhouseartgallery.com, I believe it is.
Nice.
And I'm going to be showing actually next week. There's an event in Astoria, local Queens artist. I think it's Quark, Q-U-A-R-C, I believe.
Wow.
I think it's on the 14th, and I'll be showing there as well.
Of May?
14th of May, yes.
And your website, like how do people find you?
You can actually email me at ask2toc@gmail.com. That's S-E-E. Or you can go to my Facebook page, which is Charlie, and then space, and then one word, Sheen Signed My Painting.
That's amazing.
That's on Facebook.
Yeah.
And I have your videos attached to it, and it seems to be growing. I just started it last week, so I only have a few friends this time. So anybody and everybody, please come on, and I'm going to keep it going.
You're winning, obviously.
I'm trying to win. As a matter of fact, I meant to tell Charlie that when he was signing my painting.
Yeah, well, it's pretty impressive, and it's pretty fun. And you never know. You never know what's in store in the next 5 minutes.
You know what? From an artist standpoint, I was in the sign and display business for nearly 20 years, and it was so close to art, but not art. And I just want to be able to create and just make a living off of it. I'm not looking to be famous or rich. I want to use my talents that I have to draw, paint, whatever, screen print, and be able to make a living.
So question for this day, where would you rather be? The wedding or OsCaR?
Most definitely right here at OsCaR.
OsCaR wins again. It's unanimous so far. We're at the right place at the right time.
I barely even saw what went down with the wedding. And, it's not really something high on my priority
Well, I'm
list.
sure you'll get to see it at some point. It's everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
It's hard not to see.
I saw a blurb or two right before I left the house, before I came over.
It seems
here.
like mannequins to
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
But, you know, what the heck, you know?
The taxpayers, I feel bad for them. You know, that's a lot of money that went out the door.
But they said that England earned so many millions that they paid back England. Like,
Really?
not the taxpayers, I guess, but
you have to,
England made a pretty penny on
you
this
have to
wedding.
remember where that whole anarchy
Anarchy
not
in
anarchy,
the UK,
but,
exactly. God save that queen.
I'm trying to think of the word hierarchy system began thousands of years ago on the backs and the shoulders of the people, and it's just being continued on. I don't understand it. I just don't understand it.
It's a crazy thing, but they are living the frickin' fairy tale.
They are.
At least it looks like it from the outside.
Yep.
Who knows what really goes on in there?
They're the oligarchy of the country.
Yeah, but we're at OsCaR DoTTeR, so we're at the right place at the right time, and we're gonna have a fun.
Can I hold
night.
that up? Because I just love the way you do that. I just love that.
Yay!
I think that's really so cool.
Oh, there you go, OsCaR. All right, we'll be back with more shenanigans on rew and OsCaR DoTTeR's closing
Thank
party.
you.
ViNcEnT, PauL.
Bye.